So there was a little moment that you had probably about a week or two ago
Okay.
revolving around a video
Oh, yeah.
on Sloppy
Oh,
Seconds.
here we go.
This show is called Exposed, so we had to do it. Where I believe that the queen who said it was it Kimchi?
Yes, because she was on she was the
Yes.
guest, and they were talking about okay, yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes, yes,
Okay.
yes, 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 yes.
So this episode of Sloppy Seconds, Kimchi was on. They were talking, and Kimchi alludes that there is a queen who is a California local who uses her Tesla and gets drunk and uses the Tesla auto drive.
Yes.
Then on TikTok, somehow, some way, the video got kind of tagged as Mayhem Miller. Then the fans were pulling up an old video of you talking to Michelle Visage in a Tesla, and it was auto driving. So they decided to put two and two together and say that it was you.
Yeah.
Would you like to speak on that?
Sure. So first of all, I don't have a Tesla. On that video, when I was live with her, when I was driving, I was not driving a Tesla. I was lying about that shit. So, first of all, I don't see the purpose of spending that kind of money on that fucking car. I buy fucking property. I invest my money in different ways. So, no, I do not have a Tesla. I lied on that when I was talking with her on her live. When I saw that and it was attaching me to it, I was like, absolutely fucking not. First of all, that's reckless. And that's not okay because, especially with the fans, they will run with shit. And that is potentially not only pitting my character into a place where it doesn't need to be, first of all, because I'm not that fucking person. I've been very vocal and open about my struggles with addiction and alcoholism and my DUIs. I have nothing to lie about. I have nothing to lie about at all. I've said it on television before. It's all there. So I've made so many changes in my life and so many adjustments, and I've worked so hard on me. I don't need someone to defame me and tell people she's a drunk driver and she's over here driving a Tesla and this and that and letting it auto drive and she's putting everybody at jeopardy and at risk. No, that's not true. That's not true. That conversation should have never happened because you can't allude to anyone like that because people are going to run with that shit and it's going to turn into something way bigger than what it needs to be. It was not a conversation that should have happened. It should have never aired. I went to, of course, social media and I addressed it because it wasn't cool. Because I'm like, I don't know who they're talking about, but it was not me.
Yeah.
And people were assuming it was me and it's assuming my history and my past that it would be me. And that was not fair. It was not okay. So I addressed it and I immediately got phone calls and got apologies and it was removed. And I'm the type of person that I want people to allow me the same grace. So I'm going to give people grace as well. So if you tell me that you're sorry, you made a mistake and that was not your intentions and it was a mistake, I'm like, okay, cool. We're good to go. We're fine. I believe that people can make mistakes and they can move past it and everything could be fine. So there's no hard feelings. There's no fucking grudges, no anger. We're all fucking good.
Yeah. Well, I think that that's the important thing, that what you said is that assuming. And a lot of times fans will, if a queen is vague about something, they are going to automatically assume.
They're going to assume, they're going to dig, and they're going to try to find whatever's going to suit their fucking agenda. And that's what happens. No assumptions. And also the biggest thing too, us drag queens may have issues with each other, but that does not validate any fans out there to take the battle on as your own. Stop. Let adults handle their shit. You don't have to jump in and fight for any of us. And you damn sure don't need to be attacking anyone when you don't know facts.
100%.
Yeah.
How was it filming Drag Me to Dinner?
Oh my gosh, it was fun. I love when I get to do projects where I'm not in a serious competition mode. Like a lot of people ask me like whether I like being in front of the camera at Drag Race or behind the camera, and I always tell everyone I like being behind the camera now because I don't have the pressure of trying to compete. I don't have to do that. Even though Drag Me to Dinner was a competition, it really wasn't. It was just, let's just have some fun. We got there and they're like, just have fun with it, just be yourselves and just have a good time. And I got to be there with, some of my closest friends. I'm like, I was there with Morgan, I was there with Detox and Raja, and we have all, like, Raja was the first drag queen I ever saw in my life. And, just to be able to still have a friendship with her, still be able to see her and work with her and do things like it just reminds me of the old days when we first
Mm-hmm.
started doing drag together and stuff. And then, me and Morgan have been side by side since we were fucking 18, so being able to do things with my sister is a fun opportunity. And me and Detox have a special bond that no
Mm-hmm.
one can break. Like that, I tell everyone, I'm like, I probably will end up marrying Detox. Like we'll end up being old biddies together. Like, it was just a fun experience to be able to go out of town with actual friends and make
Mm-hmm.
some art and have a good time doing it and get paid.
Yeah, and it looked fun.
It
It looked
was
like
so
you
much
guys were having
fun.
so much fun.
It was so much fun. And like I like when we have the freedom to just let loose
Yeah.
and whatever happens, happens.
Yeah.
I think that aspect of drag is really special because you actually get to see the personalities of people and not so much a character that they create that they're very like structured about. Like I think especially that episode, we were able to just let loose.
Mm-hmm. I want to know from you, when things happen one day as we all wither away, which we will do one day, what do you hope your legacy is?
Oh my gosh. It's funny because I see my legacy now. I see it now. Like, um, with my drag children and all the things that they have done and their children. Like now some of my drag kids are having kids, and I like what the other night had a group two girls come up to me at the Abbey and they were like, "Hey grandma." And I was like, "What kind of fucking grandma, you fucking bitch?" I was like, and they're like, "Oh, we're Rhea's daughters." And I was like, "Oh," I was like, "Don't call me grandma." I was like, "Don't call me grandma," but I'm like, "You call me mother as well." But um it's great to see that this little hobby of mine that I took on just for shits and giggles and to have a great time turned into a magical career. It has birthed a lot of other careers. It's inspired a lot of people around the world. And if I was to stop drag tomorrow, I would be so proud of what I've done because I am a legend.
You are fucking iconic.
I'm like, oh, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Like when you think about it, because um, as an artist, sometimes you don't feel seen and you do everything that you can to please people. And um, there's been many nights I've sat up and cried because I'm like, why did I do this? Why am I doing this? Like,
Yeah.
what is this? And I'm always reminded. All God always sends a messenger and lets me know exactly why I'm doing this, and I get that confirmation on a daily basis every time I get to a club because it never fails. The nights that I'm having a low night, someone comes up to me and it's someone that needs to talk to someone who needs to be seen, and I'm that person. A lot of people don't give bar queens the love and the justice and the praise that they deserve because so many lost people find their ways into our nightclubs and our night spaces, and they're lonely, they're hurt, they're coming from traumas, they're coming from dark places, and they go and seek something to escape from. And
Mm.
we are those people that help with that journey let them escape and forget for a moment while they're there. And it never fails. Every night, someone comes up to me and they say, "Thank you. I needed this. Thank you for what you do. You have no idea what this done for me." I'm gonna get teary eyed. Like, you never know the people that you touch. You never know. So my legacy, I'm pretty happy about. I'm happy with what I've done. No regrets.
You should be. And I think that it's just your name is a staple. Having people come up to you and tell you things like that, that's everything. I have this little show that I do, and I have people who say things like that, and I'm like, I never would have thought
Yeah,
that
you
my
don't.
personal story or something that I am doing can bring you joy in a time of hell or a
Yeah.
time of so having that's awesome though, because I do think that you have a really fucking good legacy and you
Oh,
should be very proud of it.
thank you.